Jessica. We're going to talk about burdock today. Yeah, burdock is this really crazy root that's amazing. So let me just tell you all about it. It's used for urine flow to increase it, killing germs, reducing fevers, and overall like a blood clarifier. So, as like most herbs, so many studies have been done that show benefits in many areas from consumption to topical use, right? Oddly enough, burdock being used for centuries and very much still to this day in all kinds of medicines, including Chinese medicine, there are really not many in depth studies yet done that reveal like really a whole lot of benefits and results. So, yeah, I put in some effort, folks, just for you. Just kidding. There are some that are really good, and that's why we use it. So, the tannins and plant sterols are in research right now, like getting more information done, right? But there's some interesting things about burdock. It falls in the vegetable family, so it's rich in fiber. As a tincture, it's really good for acne and minor skin irritations. So, you can always do that with it. However, this root comes from the sunflower and daisy family. And I like to mention already has been in use again for centuries. It's still very wild and grows in many locations all around the globe. So let's take a closer look at this root today, okay? Because there's some cool stuff in here. And like, oh, and make sure you purchase it from a very reliable source. Back in the 70s, got a little bit of a bad rap, and I think that's why there's not a lot of research on it because there are nightshade plants that can infect the roots of burdock, and that's not safe to consume. So find a reliable source like ours where they go through testing. And the tests that are performed on these herbs are to check the overall quality and the compounds that are in them to make sure that it's safe and that it's going to do what it's supposed to do. All right? Just wanted to let you know. Anyways, let's get into it. So, blood sugar, recent study. It was completed back in 2014 and in 2015. They did a couple different ones through that year. The best way to seize the benefits from the burdock root for the blood sugar is to use it fermented. Yeah, you can have it in your tea and you're going to get some benefits, but the best benefits are fermenting. So oftentimes this is why it's suggested to use it in breads or in foods where it's had the opportunity to ferment. And once this is done, the results are really, really positive in aiding the lowering of blood sugar. So when it comes to fighting bacteria, burdock is right in there with all of these other herbs, helping attack with those the biofilms. So what this is it's a type of bacteria. It's like the bacteria that's in your mouth, and other places too, but that's like the easiest way to explain it. This would explain why its ability is so good at fighting like the common cold, sore throats, or any type of bacteria in your mouth. And it also is really good for UTIs. This could also be why it's used for a blood purification and often used as a detoxifier. So, if for like, well, it surely definitely acts as a diuretic. And what that does is it allows your body to release water out of it if you're retaining water. But let's look at my favorite parts, some antioxidant and inflammatory benefits. You know, I love that part. So, it's because it fights the free radicals. They are so septic to our bodies, and we generate a lot of them in the lives we live today. Back in 98 and again in 2014, some studies showed that the antioxidants in burdock root is just crazy. And it falls in the area of helping all these damaged cells that can cause cancer. They help, they cause us aging and all these other inflammatory diseases. So, if you are looking for assistance in these areas, know that burdock root actually actively seeks out free radicals and it attacks them. Yeah, I'm feeling like this is like really aggressive and I love it. So, chronic inflammation is something that we see all too often these days. Again, because of a lot of these free radicals, we're also seeing a lot more autoimmune diseases, especially. And there was a study that was in 2014 and on people specifically with knee osteoarthritis. And in this study, the results were positive for everyone taking the burdock showing definite relief and benefits from consuming it. So, yeah, I'm in. And there was like all this controversy on burdock and cancer. Well, we know it has a positive effect on cancer because of the properties it has. I'm really looking forward to new studies coming out on it. I found a lot of them specifically regarding breast cancer. As many of you know, one of my daughters is going through this right now. So I was a bit keen and maybe obsessive in my research. And I can tell you, because hopefully she's not going to watch this video and then just be like, Mom, leave me alone. But it was great because in 2016, they did a study and they found that burdock root for the growth of tumors in breast cancer, it actually did slow down the growth. So there you got that going for you. So burdock root is a fabulous root. It's really good for our hormones. It's really good for our free radicals. And it's really good for all kinds of things. So eat it and drink it. We have it in our men's health tea. We have it in our none of your business tea. There's a couple other ones. It's a great herb. You can also get the herb directly on our website and add it to any tea you want, or sprinkle it in some of your foods, or make a fermentation out of it, and it'll be great. Anyways, I hope you have a great day. Now you know all these really interesting things about burdock, and you know you need this in your life.